I am so excited to join you here. My name is Lana Manikowski. I am an author, I'm a certified life coach, and I live in the United States, specifically Chicago, Illinois. To be able to talk to you today about my new book called So Now What? I feel like I need to pinch myself because for so long, I didn't know how to create a life I loved because I couldn't have the children that I always dreamed of. To tell you a little bit about what brought me to this point of writing a book is because my husband and I got a diagnosis when I was 37 of unexplained infertility. And right away, I went into panic mode, trying to figure out how am I going to become a mom? Because I thought that was what makes you a woman. I just always thought that your life was complete once you were able to have a child. And when I spent 7 years going to multiple clinics here in the United States, different cities, different doctors, in the hopes that I would figure out how to become a mom. And when that didn't happen, I left my fertility treatments with not even a check in, a referral for a therapist, absolutely nothing. I had to navigate it alone. And to be quite honest, it was probably the darkest few years in my life where I just didn't know who I was. I had lost my identity, thinking that without motherhood, there was no purpose, no meaning, no legacy for me to leave behind. Then I became exposed to life coaching. I had never really knew what it was. I started working with a coach to help work on some of the weight that I had gained through my fertility treatments. And she was a life coach. And she was the first person to expose to me the power that I had to reclaim my story and reclaim my life and feel proud of who I was as a woman without children. I wrote So Now What to help women who find themselves in that same place where maybe they don't have any resources, they don't know anyone, they have not been given an opportunity to see their story in somebody else's. So while I write this book from a lens of somebody who went through fertility treatments as a married woman with my husband, I think that you'll find parts of this book, regardless of what your journey is, if you find yourself as somebody who is unexpectedly childless, that you will find parts of this book that relate to you for many different reasons. I'm going to read it from chapter 2. It is called What Do We Believe? And this is in my new book called So Now What? Create a Life You Love Without the Children You Always Dreamed of. This chapter is important to me because I didn't know that I had an option to believe something differently about my story. I just heard what society told me portrayed women without kids, and I fell into that. I just thought that I would now fall into this bucket of the sad, worst case scenario person. I think that there's a lot that you can learn from this chapter, and I'm going to read you some of my favorite parts of it. There are so many thoughts and feelings wrapped up into my fertility journey, and I'm confident the same is true for you. For a time, our lives were dedicated to creating a new one, and it didn't happen for us. A word that kept coming up for me in my treatments, whether as a test result, a diagnosis, or an outcome of a cycle, was the word failed. Implantation had failed. This was a failed cycle. I was a failed fertility patient. The reiteration of such a jarring word clung to me, invading my perception of myself and who I was as a woman. My body failed me. I failed to conceive. I failed as a woman. The feeling of failure clouded my perception of what I was capable of. And I hit an all time low when I was told that my only frozen embryo wasn't viable for implantation. In that instant, it was clear I had done everything wrong. My time, my energy, and my money had been for nothing. I cheated my husband out of fatherhood. My in laws would never be grandparents. I believed I'd die alone in a nursing home and that everyone pitied me and that I had lost a chance to lead a fulfilling life of meaning and purpose because my dream of being a mother had been taken from me. Sound familiar? So many of us harbor these beliefs. They're common. What isn't common is questioning them, realizing that we can change who we are by understanding who we believe we are. Through time and careful practice, I learned how to call BS on the rinse and repeat cycle of believing that I was a failure. And I started to redefine my life. And I've helped so many of my clients do the same, finding purpose through careful work and thoughtful self introspection. You're no different. There is absolutely no reason you can't create the life of your dreams without the children that you dreamed of. So that's from chapter 2 of my new book, So Now What? I know people tell you is you can't judge a book by its cover, but for me, my cover was very important. And I found 5 different elements of my journey that I added into this cover. And I wanted to take an opportunity to share them with you. If you can see them clearly on the screen, take a look. If you have the book, follow along with me. So the first prominent one are these brush strokes. You think about a painter, and when they're painting a masterpiece or they're painting a picture, there is so much movement in that picture. For me, it was important to represent the movement and the recreation of something that I saw in myself and in my life. Next is the orange color that represents infertility. And I chose that to represent the third element, which is this path that leads you to the sun. The fourth element is an upside down question mark, asking, just like the title says, so now what? And then for me, it was really important to represent this figure of a woman and this portion right here that has a representation for a barren part of me, but still showing that I am connected and I am complete as a woman. This is a little background about the things that were important for me to portray in the cover of So Now What? So I appreciate you supporting me and taking time to hear about my new book. If you're looking for it, it is available on most online booksellers. Just search the title, So Now What? And I hope that you enjoy it. And I would love if you would connect with me and give me any feedback. Let me know how the book touched you, how you're moving ahead, and if I can be of assistance in helping you move forward in this unexpected path of being a childless woman.